Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Ella Dishes It Out. Today I'm going to be making a great big Sunday dinner. So I'm going to be making some pork chops, fried pork chops. Well, they're going to be sauteed and then baked. And I'm going to be making a corn casserole. So I'm going to show you how to do the corn casserole right now. So we're going to start out with this pan right here. It's like a serving pan because I'm going to be making this for a lot of people. So I'm going to start out with, let's see, 1 can of cream corn. Okay, then we're going to go to 3 cans of whole kernel corn. Oh, I need to put the camera over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to use 3 cans of the whole corn. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to need 1 more can of corn, so I'll be back with the 3rd can. Okay, make sure you drain all of the liquid out of the can before you pour it into your cooking dish. Okay, so I used a total of 5 cans of corn, 1 can of cream corn, and now I'm going to be adding some peas. 1 can of green giant sweet peas. I'm going to add that. And you can add butter beans, you can add sweet peas, whatever you want to add. And then I'm going to be adding some heavy whipping cream. If I get it open. Okay. Let's add my heavy whipping cream. Let me shake it up a little bit. Okay. Add that to it. Be generous with it. Use all of it if you need to. I did. Okay. So that's going in the recycle. Now I'm just going to add some salt and pepper. And you know what else would probably be good with this? A can of cream of mushroom soup. So I may add that to it. We'll see. Add some pepper. Usually I use whole cracked pepper, but this is just easier. Now I'm going to grab a spoon and I'm going to stir this up. Stir it together. It's going to be real creamy. Now you can put cheese in this too as well, if you want to. It makes it taste even more better with cheese. I think what I want to do now is add a can of cream of mushroom soup. So I'm just making this recipe up as I go, but I will definitely be adding cream mushroom soup. Okay, now I'm adding my cream of mushroom soup. It's a big glob. Okay, this camera won't stay where I want it to stay. Turn the way I want to stay turned. Why, I don't know. Okay, there we go. Okay, just mixed all that together. That's going to be so yummy. I think I'm going to put some cracked pepper in here as well. You can add a cream of mushroom, cream of celery, any kind of cream of chicken, whatever you want to add, you add it. I'm definitely going to be putting some more pepper in here. And I don't think I'm going to add cheese this time. I'm not going to add cheese this time, but you can. It's optional. Let me get my pepper, my cracked pepper. Now I'm just going to sprinkle some of that cracked pepper on top. Okay, we're gonna bake this bad boy in the oven at 350 degrees until it kind of starts to turn a little golden brown on the top. Okay, it's ready for the oven. Okay, welcome back. Now we're getting ready to cook our pork chop portion of the meal. So we're going to season the pork chops first. I've already patted them dry with a paper towel on both sides. So now we're just going to season them. This is a little bit of Steak and Chop seasoning by Weber. I'm not endorsing any products, but just letting you know if you want to try the seasonings out, you can. Because I sometimes buy Walmart brand. So I'm not really endorsing anybody. I'm not getting paid for it anyway. All right, so put some on this side. Okay, flip it over. Some on that side. Okay, got it on that side. Flip it over. Put it on that side. I do that with all the seasonings. Put some on. Let me pack this dry again because it's just gotten wet again. I'm sitting at the bottom. Okay, seasoning. Got some on that side. And this bottom one, let me just dry this off because I want my seasonings to stick to my meat. That smells good. It's got some juicy flavors in there. What do we have? Salt, garlic, onion, sugar, spices, lemon peel, citric acid, and natural flavors. Can't beat that. Okay, let's put the pepper. A whole lot of pepper. Okay, we're going to do our top layer, and then I'm going to move them to another plate. Okay, let's go with the cayenne pepper. Just a little bit of cayenne pepper to give it some spice. Is there anything left in here? Oh, there it is. I don't like a whole lot of cayenne pepper. My daughter loves it, but I don't. We're gonna go with some smoked paprika. I love smoked paprika. Gives it flavor, just a different, gives the food a different flavor. Smoked paprika. Next, we're going to go with the cayenne. I put cayenne on this side. A little bit of cayenne on this side. Okay, now I can transfer these to this plate over here. The ones on the top. Okay, now we can season these. We got cayenne pepper. Come on, cayenne. Okay, we got. I'm ready to put the pork chop seasoning on there. I'm going to put the smoked paprika on there. Flip it over. Same thing. Flip. And flip. Oh, I didn't put anything on this side. Poor thing. I'm sure you felt ignored. A little bit of pepper on everything again. Pepper. Okay, and it's ready for the skillet. Now we're going to fry this in some bacon fat. So, excuse me, if you're not seasoning, if you ain't sneezing, I can never get that saying right. If you're not sneezing, you're not seasoning. All right, that's how they say it. All right, let's move over to the stove. Okay, guys, I'm back over to the stove now, and I've got my bacon drippings in here with bacon fat. Now, and whenever I cook bacon, I always save this because it just has a lot of flavor. And this is my trusted little jar that I save it in right here. And so I use it from time to time. You know, that's a tradition in the Black home that we save and utilize a lot of stuff because we didn't have a lot of money back then to go to the store every day or every you know, 2 or 3 times a week to buy our supplies. Over here, I've got my greens cooking. See, you can see this pot right here. This is my greens. I put some turkey meat down in there. These are collard greens. I love collard greens. It's my favorite greens. But look, this turkey wing meat. Okay, then I'm cooking in here with this, and that's just cooking down nicely. I'm gonna turn it down low and let it cook until it's ready. Okay, when I cook my turkey, when I boil my turkey legs, I saved the stock from the turkey wings that I boiled. This is turkey meat stock. You can use this for a lot of different recipes when it calls for some stock. Chicken stock or turkey stock. All right, so our grease is getting ready. Let it turn on high so it can get hot fast. Bring our pork chops over here so that we can start frying them up. The batch over here. Here on the side, and we are ready to start frying. Let me grab my fork. I'm going to put the first pork chop in. Now you want to make sure you cook these well, because pork has to be cooked very well so you won't get sick. I'm just gonna let that fry up, and when I flip it over, I'll come back and show you. Okay, I have flipped them over, and they are cooking. They are not all the way done yet. It's gonna cook a little bit longer. That bone is red right there. That tells me that they're not quite done. Put this on over. The way that you can keep that from bubbling up like that is grab the scissors. Put along that tendon. This tendon right here. And that will stop that, see? And flatten immediately. That tendon. And the meat will cook evenly. This is not trying to bubble up. This one is. I'll put it all the way. There we go. I'll do the same thing to the ones that I haven't put in there yet. I'll do it when I put them in the soup. Okay, I'm going to grab my plate, and I'm going to put them on. Put it back here, paper towel so that I can drain that fat off. So this one is ready. This one's not quite ready. This is not quite ready. Let those cook. I'm going to put one more in there. Maybe this one. I'm going to cut that tendon part. So that it doesn't bubble up. I'm cooking this on a medium heat. Now, if you're still not sure if they're done, you can always just stick them in the oven. I have some now that I'm going to put in the oven. That are the bigger parts of the pork. I'm going to show you. I seasoned it the same way, but it's the bigger parts. You know, we buy a package of pork chops, and you have some that are shaped like really pork chops, and then you have some that are shaped like mini steaks or something. I don't know what to call them, but they're still pork chops, but they're just a different cut. I'm going to stick these in the oven and let them cook. Bake. So those will be healthier ones. And we're going to let those cook. I'll come back. Okay, the corn chowder is ready. I took it out of the oven. And I should have put some cheese on top. I think I may do that anyway. But it tastes really good. I think let's put some cheese on top and put it back in the oven. But let me taste it. I want you to see how it tastes. It's hot. But good. Very good. That's very good. I'm gonna put some cheese in it, put it back in the oven, and bake it a little bit longer. Okay, here's the finished product for the pork chops. So we're gonna have pork chops, collard greens, we're gonna have corn casserole, and we're gonna have black-eyed peas. I'm gonna show you the black-eyed peas. So right up here to the crock pot. So I cooked them in the crock pot with some Rotel, a can of Rotel. Well, actually, I used 2 cans. I used 2 packages of beans and 2 cans of Rotel. Rotel is basically tomatoes and green chili peppers. So this is the, hold on, let me grab a spoon. This is the black-eyed peas, guys. We have black-eyed peas, cornbread, corn casserole, and pork chops, right? Pork chops, and baked pork chops. All right, as always, I'm gonna plate this up for you, but as always, bon appetit. Let's eat. By the way, these beans have been cooking in the crock pot for about 3 hours on high while I was at church today, and then another 3 hours on warm, just to keep them warm for dinner. Okay, I decided to add cheese to this recipe. So I'm going to start out with some cheddar cheese. Actually, I'm going to end up with the cheddar cheese. I'm going to start out with some Parmesan cheese. You know, I change my mind sometimes when I'm cooking because I just, sometimes I follow the recipe, sometimes I tweak the recipe. So with this one, I definitely tweaked the recipe that I had. I'm gonna put some Parmesan cheese on this bad boy. I love me some cheese. I'll probably use this whole packet. It's a small packet. I get the edges and the corners, empty spots that you see. Oh, that's in that package. Then I'm going to use some Monterey Jack cheese. Just shred it. Come on, Monterey Jack. Gotta use the scissors to open this thing up. All right. Use some Monterey Jack now. It's 3 cheeses. Parmesan, Monterey Jack, and mild cheddar. You can use whatever kind of cheese you want. What kind of cheese you choose to use is fine. Now guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to stir this cheese into the casserole. So every bite will be cheesy, delicious goodness. That cheese is going to melt in there and give it a wonderful flavor that you will not believe. Okay, after I do that, Smooth it out. Get everything off that spoon. It tastes delicious. Now I'm gonna put my mild cheddar. I'm gonna have to write this recipe down in my cookbook. It's coming out soon, guys. Hopefully this year, the pandemic kind of put everything on hold. Actually, I probably could have written a book during the pandemic. Because you couldn't go anywhere, barely. Sometimes I just procrastinate too much. Be generous with your cheese. Big bag of cheese. Here. All right, so I'm done with the cheese. I used about half of that bag. This is a 2-pound bag, 8 cups. So I guess I used 4 cups of that cheese. And that's it. It's ready to go to the oven. I'll show you when to take it out of the oven, what it looks like. Okay, guys, this is the finished product on the corn casserole. I've just taken it out of the oven, broiled it for a few minutes just so that it could get a little brown. And this is the finished product. Now I'm going to taste a little bit of this. Grab my spoon. I'll go down here to the corner. Put my fork in there. I know it's going to taste delicious. Okay, here we go. Grab a little bit with some cheese on it. And it's hot, piping hot. Okay, we get ready to taste it. Ooh, it's so hot. I need to blow on it a little bit. I don't want to burn my tongue. So good, so good. Guys, for these recipes and more, go to Ella Dishes It Out. And please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, bon appetit.